Hey, everybody. It's Carl's from Immortals, Inc. doing a little podcast here. And as always, I'm joined by Mikey.
Me? Oh, yeah. That's why we had to restart, didn't we?
Yeah, I had to put you in there.
Hey, that's priorities.
Because then you just show up unannounced and people are like, who's that guy?
They're like, who's that guy in the black hat? I've never seen him.
I know. Why you got a hat inside? It's warm.
It's cold.
All right. Anyway, we're going to be but talking about letters from Whitechapel from, Goichi Unity Games.
We tried. I put the name up there. He tried.
Okay. Anyway, it's from, we get it from Osmo Day. But Letters from Whitechapel is a board game based on Jack the Ripper from 1888. You do know who Jack the Ripper is, right?
Yeah, I saw the documentary on Netflix, learned about him in school, but that's crazy. They never caught him, right?
Well, yeah, they never did.
But they got a description of him or something like that.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was a fluent person who had some influence. There's a story called From Hell, not the movie with Johnny Depp, a book, and it kind of tells maybe what happened. It might have been an influential person that did it. Kind of like the movie, but I'm not sure. But I'd have to reread it. But yeah, I think the point is that it was like the first documented, not documented, but probably the first serial killer that was like sensationalized in London at the time. It's 1888. It's coming into a new century and newspapers and all that good stuff. Well, anyway, this is I was going to say family game about murder, but it's not a family game. It's definitely about real events. One player plays Jack the Ripper, and the other, it's from 2 to 6 players. So the other players, up to 5 players, play detectives at the time. And it's done in turns for each night because there was 5 murders over 4 nights. So the game plays that way. What it is that the person that plays Jack the Ripper, he gets like a little screen and he has a little pad of paper and it tells you where he moves. Because I think the map's behind me, right?
Yep, map's behind you with the dots.
Yeah, so that's the map of London. So what happens is Jack the Ripper picks a point and it becomes his home base. He writes that down so that that way there's no questions and everything like that. And then he places out various. They call them the Wretched, which would be because he killed prostitutes. So they call the Wretched, and he would put out like 5 Wretched and 2 decoys. What happened is the other player playing the police puts out patrolmen, and I think he can put out 2 like decoy patrolmen and 5 real patrolmen, and they don't, each team doesn't know where the other one's like what's a real one. So when the police set it up, they want to set it up around the city so that they can try to do a dragnet and capture him. So what happens is during the first turn, there's 4 turns. But during the first night, Jack the Ripper picks one of the victims to kill, and then he puts a body token there. Now, after that, that's when everything starts to move. Jack the Ripper moves in secret, and he writes it down where he's moving. The patrolmen, or the police, the bobbies, or whatever you want to call them, move around the board, and they're allowed to move 2 spaces, and they're divided up into how they can move through different things. And what happens is once they move, they can say, hey, are there clues here? And what happens is if that Jack the Ripper's in that area, they have to place a clue token there. So that helps them decide, hey, he's here, try to cut him off. So the police player can do 2 things in return. He can move and search for clues. Well, 3. He can move, and then he can search for clues or arrest. If he searches for clues, it'll tell you where Jack Ripper's been or the clue. And then another player or somebody else has to come on and make the arrest. If they arrest him before he kills all 5, they win the game. If Jack the Ripper's objective at that point is to get back to his home base. Once he gets back to home base, he's safe for the night or for the game. If he murders all 5 people at the end of the game, he wins, I guess.
He wins like real life.
Yeah, like in real life, he gets away. If they're able to arrest him prior to that, or if Jack the Ripper is not able to get back to his home base, he loses the game. And it's actually well done. We played it with Rebecca, another friend of ours, Brian, Diana. And it's actually a really good game. It's simple to learn. It's fast to learn. It is a good family game. I mean, it has to do with murder, a real life murder.
Yeah, mature family game.
Yeah, don't hey, 6-7-year-old kid.
Hey, you're in preschool. Let's play Whitechapel. It's perfect.
Let me teach you how to be a serial killer
that gets away.
Yeah. In the end, there's no happy ending to this whatsoever.
So, have you played as Jack the Ripper in this game yet?
No, I have not. I can't bring myself to do it.
You can't bring yourself to do it?
No, I'm not a good criminal. Not a good murderer.
We're going to have to play this.
I know, I want to. But it's fast, it's easy, it's good. You can see other reviews online. You can watch the gameplay online. But as always, good game. It's been around for a while.
How much is it?
$50, $49.95.
Ooh,
this is
Immortals
one.
Inc.
I know, right? ImmortalsInc.com, $49.95, and we always keep this in stock. This is one of like the main games we always try to keep.
Like Werewolf, it reminds me of in a way.
In a way, it is. You do have the feeling of chasing the serial killer around or chasing the guy around. Jack the Ripper does have a few things he can do. Like he has some coach tokens, which means like if he gets kind of caught, like coach is in like a horse and carriage, not in as a purse.
Oh, okay. I thought you first.
He could throw the coach tokens down, and he could move further using the coach tokens, or he can use an alley token, which allows him to move in areas that he couldn't normally move. And you have to chase him around. Like I said, Brian, Brian, Josh's roommate.
Yes.
He played Jack the Ripper, and he was just all over the place. But he's really good at sneaking around.
That concerns me.
It should. Have you left anything over there and not found it? No, he's a good guy. Sorry, Brian, if you see this here. We're just playing.
We're just playing.
We don't think you're a terrible person.
We're just playing.
But on even the back, it says a sophisticated board game for everyone looking to relive the strong emotions of history. It is...
quote unquote serial killers.
Yeah, it is it's a mature theme. And it does, and you sit around, you can talk about it, and they give a lot of like background for this. But like I said, anything this is based on true events. You can look it up.
Look it up, Wikipedia.
Yeah, Wikipedia. But or watch any of the thousands of documentaries about it. But in the meantime, you want to play a game about murder and see if you can get away from your friends. Letters from Whitechapel. All right, thanks a lot, and thanks, Mike. And I'd like to thank all my Patreon supporters, and I'd like to say that if you like us, subscribe.
Smash that sub button. Point at it again.
I'm pointing again.
I will put.
See, I got to do it in the moment. You can't have me order me it's mechanical.
I switched it to me. I had to show me for a second.
So smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. There's no like button. Yeah, the like button.
There is.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Discord, Patreon, YouTube,
Rumble.
Not
Bumble.
Rumble. I think we're on Twitter, but not so much.
The immortality of the internet.
Yeah, just type in Immortals Inc. I think we're one of the few.
You'll find us somewhere.
Yeah, it's one of the few things that pop up. Until next time.
Later.